Welcome to Seoul Underground, the program that brings you deep into the underground music scene of Seoul, South Korea. Join host of Rough Around the Edges, Stuart Reese, and Sei Moon to find out what is happening in this thriving subculture. Today on the program, we have the Southwest London band Steranko, a band so in your face with aggression, attitude, power, and honesty, they shock first-time audiences, but leave them hungry for more. Recently in Korea to promote their album, Keepers of the Follow, we had time for a chat, a laugh, and some live music. Today on Seoul Underground, this is Steranko.
And what we hope when we play is that people go away and they know that we've pushed ourselves. We've given them everything. We can't give them anything else. We've humiliated ourselves. We've screamed ourselves hoarse. We've played our fingers off. And so what else are we supposed to do? We give 100%.
The crowd is as important as the band. So we kind of come to the same level with them. We are together with them. It's not like we are the band and you are the crowd. No, we are one. We are one. We're doing this together. Yeah. And everyone's having this show together.
When we do our rehearsals, we do them like it's a gig.
Right.
And so we're just playing to four walls.
Some of the best shows, the most enjoyable, best shows have been in front of like 5 people.
And so what we do, we go into a room and we summon as much power and as much force in that room. And it's like a top, we spin it and we stand right in the middle.
Ladies and gentlemen, deep in the Himalayas lives a wolf child. Hello? And that child grew to a place player named of Lee Elvey. Are you ready? Have you ever been entertained by witches on the wall? It's a Saturday matinee. Hurricane, 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 Katrina! Hurricane, 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 Katrina! God, Mr. Stevie, and live well up in Cali. God, Mr. Stevie, pray to the Lord of armies. Hurricane, 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 Katrina! Hurricane, 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 Katrina! Have you ever been entertained by witches on the wall? It's a Saturday matinee. Hurricane, 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 Katrina! Hurricane, 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 Katrina! God, Mr. Stevie, and live well in Cali. God, pray to the Lord of... Hey! Hurricane, 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 Katrina! 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 God, Mr. Stevie, live where I went from. Pray to the Lord. We're gonna miss out Queen of the Karaoke Bar. Pray to the Lord of
evening, sirs.
Hey!
Keepers of the Follow is the album, which originally you wanted to call...
It was
Failure?
Keepers of the Failure, yeah.
Keepers
we
of
wanted-
the Failure.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the sort of manager we had at the time said, no, you can't use the word failure.
Don't put it on your own album, right,
Yeah,
right.
failure. We
So-
think it would be cool, actually.
Yeah.
We like that.
Yeah.
And follow actually does mean failure in which
Spanish.
In Spanish.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
feo.
You did the whole thing in pretty much one take. Each song
Yep.
Yep.
off the floor recording.
Yep.
Which is really uncommon, right?
Really uncommon. We had to convince the studio to let us do it because they wanted to put the vocals on later. They wanted to go back and put things right. But we said we live in an imperfect world. And in order for us to do a really beautiful piece of art, we need to release an album that's not perfect. We're not perfect as human beings. We're completely twisted up and we want a record that represents us as human beings. And to be honest, we're the least perfect people I've ever met.
And this album definitely it does reflect that.
Horrible, isn't you? Horrible. Having a go at us already, isn't he?
The album, when you listen to it in its entirety, to me it seems like, you have a very strong position of what you think is, what are the injustices in society, the things that need attention, basically holding up that mirror. And I wonder if it ever comes to be a problem where you say, look, I want to fix the world in a lot of ways, but at the same time, I just don't like people, or I just don't like the world that I see.
The thing is, when you play rock music, you want people to love your music. But then sometimes, you don't think that you're special enough for people to love it. And what you do is sometimes you do a record and you want to tell people how to live, but you know that, or not how to live, but you want to say, look, wake up. Mm-hmm. You want to say, wake up. We've all got one life. We're all going to end up ridiculous. We're all going to end up ill. And one thing about playing in Steranko is it is spontaneous, it is live, it is all the things we said earlier. But also, sometimes if we go down badly at a gig, it shakes us up, it wakes us up. Sometimes we don't expect to be a massive band. We don't expect to be a successful band because we see ourselves also as artists, and what we're doing, we want to be problematic and quite elitist and quite undiplomatic. In order for us to do a great record, we have to make it solely for ourselves because we can't change the world. We don't think we can, but we do believe that if we become elitist in what we do. Like the work of Goya. Some of Goya's work is so grotesque, and at the time it was made, it was horrifying, and only later did it become beautiful. There's writings of Shakespeare with utter contempt for the crowd, and it's like being an artist, you become uncomfortable in your own skin. I'm not comfortable with being myself. I feel uncomfortable, I feel cheap, whatever I do. I've got this London way that I've inherited, and it's sort of like a bit cheap, a bit sort of, rough. And you take that around the world, and sometimes people, they kind of embrace Steranko, sometimes they don't. We played some shows where we've gone down, not terrible, terrible. To be honest, and that's great because we don't want people to love us. We just want them to have a great time.
Possibly working on a new album?
We've put down the first part of it, and it's been unbelievable. It's not just a recording. It's the new album that we're working on. We're promoting this album obviously now, and we're working on a new album. But the new album is starting to take shape and form into being really one of the most sporadic and crazy and avant-garde pieces of what we've done. We're really excited about it, to be honest. I don't want to get too excited because we're promoting this one. But it's like having two kids and going, which one's the better looking?
Yeah.
But I love all my children.
Will it be in a similar vein and recorded off the floor as well?
To be honest with you, it's recorded all live, but it is in no way in a similar vein. Instead of taking you down the dark alley, we take you up the stairs and we take you into the heart of the most personal and the most darkest and the most lightest and the most beautiful areas of our complete mind.
Now, my T-shirt, my jeans are 55% polyester and they're 100%. Are you ready to come with us? Nylon! I don't know where to begin. It's nylon. I don't know him. My hero, need a one so him. I don't know where to begin. This nylon scratches my skin. I don't know where to begin. This nylon scratches. I don't know where to begin. This nylon scratches my skin. I don't know where. My tailor. Who's that border? I don't know where to begin. This nylon scratches my skin. I don't know where to begin. This nylon scratches. I don't know where to begin. This nylon scratches. Where? scratching my skin. I don't know where to begin. It's not on. I don't know.